In the last few videos, I kept getting into the divine spark and vibration and thought, and of course, the dream that is of source, that was source. I guess some people probably already know this, but I want you to see if this resonates within you. It should within everybody. Before Source did anything, started anything, Source is nothing but a dream going through all the possibilities of all the potentials of everything that could ever happen at all times. And what the Source did in this dream was had basically the multiverse because of the dreams. Well, that's enough about then. I'll get back to that point to understand this. The divine spark that goes into the energy that creates the soul, each unique soul that's within each body, that turns the soul from energy into spirit. The vibration in between the thoughts that form you, that vibration that we talk about, you can call that the divine spark, as it vibrates between the thoughts of all the different versions of that source, what you call God, or whatever you call this. When it seen the ultimate potential for you and what was needed to move forward and go forward with this for what was next for all of us, it set your divine spark, your vibrational tune to those thoughts between them. Each of us are tuned to a very specific tone between all the thoughts that Source had for us to be who we're meant to be, that we're going to enjoy the most. This is why we listen to different music and different tones affect us in certain ways. Through this, what we're actually listening for, the music that grabs us, is the tone and the vibrations that resonates with the divine spark that we are. We use angel numbers, or people do, and I've started understanding a little bit more about them, but just like we have angel numbers and stuff, our divine spark has a number coded to it. This would be our divine frequency that we talk to. Once you figure out and learn the divine frequency of who you are, you start tapping to other people's divine frequency. This world uses its mouth and phones to talk, and that's okay. But we can also talk through our divine frequency to one another and to everything around us. We got to get in tune with ours before we can do anything else. Before we can get in tune with our divine spark and become as it is, as we are, we have to go through Valhalla, through hell, through whatever fight that you would call, but the end is not to have the fight. At the end is to let the fight go around you like the storm, like Yeshua said, while you sit in the center of the storm, at peace like a Buddhist monk or like a whoever that you see as the most peaceful being there actually is sitting in your soul while the storm is raging around you. The longer you fight this fight, and you got to get to the point where you can stand still in it, but at some point you've got to go from the greatest warrior within you to the most peaceful being within the universe. Until you take that transcendent, you'll never go into what you're supposed to be, your highest self. So as you're looking for all this, when I have been calling the spirit of truth, for each person you're looking for your divine spark, your divine frequency. You're not looking for John's or Jesus's, or again, they did what they did. It's not about that, but you're not looking for theirs. As you find yours, those divine frequencies are going to come to you and tie into yours. That way you can communicate with them, with Moses, with Allah, with Buddha, with all of them. But this happens only as you get the old versions of you out. The old versions of you that you are fighting are the versions that the Source had the dream of that you could have become, that are not what creation needs to become for what's better for next. So on your journey, while you're looking for the truth, and you're listening to music and all, remember, your divine spark is your frequency. This frequency comes from Source. That's why we go in here to find our divine frequency, to find our vibration between our thoughts, our hearts, our minds, But that's really about what I want to talk about right now. Just kind of want to explain what the vibration is, the divine spark. The thoughts are that it vibrates between to resonate to who you become. That way you understand all this Gnostic and all this other stuff is all internal and external all at once. So find your peace, because you will discover and move faster in this path once you can sit in the storm than anything. But you got to face the storm before you can get through it. And you don't really get through it like we talk about with the buffaloes. You get the eye of it, and you sit and enjoy it like I talked about. And then once you learn, I control the winds. We are as I was, and I won't try to get into that stuff because it's supposed to be simple. So sit in the middle of your storm and find your peace in it. If you get irritated, you got to fight. But the longer, every time they can get you to stand up and fight, is a longer that takes you to find your actual peace. Yeshua, all the sacrifice he went through, look at this spiritually in the eye of the storm, all those beatings you're taking, the bleeding you're taking from your soul, from your spirit, from your heart and mind, take it. Because the more they attack and you sit there in that peace, the more the ancestors, more all your relatives from the past, more the source itself, because that thing is real, is going to fight on your behalf. Now, when I first started in this, I was an angry person and I went to war. But I am done with the war in the spiritual realm. There's something else above. Now, I'll still have the battles that come after me, and I'll still slip up probably a little bit, but hopefully not. But find your inner peace. Once you find your inner peace, you find your connection with the divine. All of it. I mean, I know everybody talks about 5D and this and that. Well, you should know your partner's name there, if you really know them. Maybe you have them here, maybe you don't, but this is why you're looking for that spark, that source, that vibration, your divine spark, so you connect to everybody else's divine spark. Anyways, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to get back in and visit my family.